Although, hello. Yeah, I went and worked today, but I've actually been home for a bit. Stomach still just kind of giving me some issues. Not quite nausea, but just cramping and my back hurt a bit. It's definitely a bloated kind of feel, and I've barely eaten. I kind of just did some arcade games in this on the side, ran through those, and listened to some interviews and shit like that. The stream's a little late, which is fine. Well, the point is, yeah, the arcade games, they're pretty much
This area is off limits.
donezo. So we're just going through this.
Spinning bird kick. Spinning bird kick.
But yeah, my stomach might do some things. I might have to take a break. It's definitely not yeah. Might have to take some breaks, we'll see. But I don't want to relax on the stream really. Well, I did those arcade games off stream. I was like, well, I was gonna do those anyways, so I went through Sun and God, I already forgot what the other one was called. It wasn't very good, but I liked it better than that other shmup that I didn't finish. I did finish this one. Winged Arms or whatever. This one was called Sidearms. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was okay. No, not really. It was actually kind of bad. It was like faster and it had cool power-ups and stuff. But man, it was a coin eater. I died so many times. The first level I barely died at all, but as soon as you lose control, there is no comeback mechanic. You're super behind on powers. Super behind. There's just stuff all over the screen. It doesn't clear the screen or anything. So there could be millions of shots. Enemies that never despawn that will always try to like jump on you while you're dodging 50 bullets. So you'll spawn and then you'll die and you'll spawn and you'll die, you'll spawn and you'll die. It's very much a coin eater. So then it's really only had like 3 or 4 enemy types. The bosses were, funny enough, the easiest part because it was just the boss on the screen usually until the last one. But even that you could learn. But they were really repetitive. They were like the same 3 bosses for about an hour, which sucked. Anyways, yeah, so that one was it was okay at the start, but kind of yeah, fell apart. It had a cool thing where you could shoot left and right, but man, it had its use, but it was not as cool as you'd like. And then oh yeah, let me just, I think it's just recovering from whatever the fuck happened. vomiting all my stomach acid. I haven't had any acid reflux. I have had like, I wouldn't call it gas. I'm not shitting my pants, but like kind of like light twinges of pain in the chest. Usually comes from like the bloat or acid reflux type of shit. Anyways, yeah. So sidearms, I'm just kind of throwing out my take on it here for fun. Yeah. I mean, for 1988. Let me see. What did I write down? 1986. Not too bad. Like I said, I liked it better than Winged Arms or whatever, but eh. And then I played Sun as well. Didn't play that one for as long. It's an infinite scroller. But yeah, Sun, I mean, as far as like a kind of Donkey Kong-esque infinite arcade game, you know, like your Pac-Man and all that. It was alright. I mean, it was cool. I mean, you essentially just go 5 or 6 levels. Like horizontal levels, not levels. Well, there are, I guess, levels. Even though it's an infinite scroller, there's like kind of segues. But that's pretty much it. You just jump up and down these platforms and shoot stuff left and right, and not too bad at that. Like insanely hard, but I mean, you only got one try, so probably ramps it up pretty hard. It was simple. It was fun to mess around with for a bit, but didn't want to go too hard. Yeah. That was it. Then the podcast I watched ended, and I'm like, you know, time to finish this up. Hopefully. I am going to end up, because I'm going to be really um, rusty. Not that I'm like good at the games when I'm not rusty, but and everybody's got their rust level. I've not been playing much the last few days. I'm very stomach, very distracting. I might have to get up and take a break occasionally. Point is, I sit here and blab to myself. Like to just kind of get everything out there. I'm gonna be using a lot of fucking consumables in these fights coming up. I'm not only gonna be under leveled because the last few fights were level 50, which I handled fine, but I ended up just doing a lot of infinite loops. And anyways, it took forever, and I'm not grinding. I just want to finish this campaign up. It's cool. I like it as a side mode, and I think overall the game is good. Real good, it's solid. But like, in a vacuum, I would say this is okay. At best, probably. It's got a lot of issues with boring mission structure, a lot of kind of fetch quests back and forth. Not really a good story, even in like a fun, goofy way. That still manages to pace the story in a dull way. Goes from being an interesting way of like learning more about the game, which it still kind of is, to kind of just having more annoying elements. Like the robots and all that are a cool way that you can, you know, start focusing on your crouching attacks or your jumping attacks, or you know, getting over enemies or something, and then, you know, hitting from the other side, or your defense. There's all sorts of things they teach you, but When that kind of stuff wears off, and then it just is about having thousands of enemies on the screen or constant fights. You're getting in, and it's not really testing you on anything because they're not even like kind of normal fighting game situations. It's just for its own novelty, which is not inherently bad, but they don't make it interesting. That, like I said, the mission structure, it will be like leading up to like this big moment in the story, and then we go on like a collectathon thing. Or not a collectathon, a scavenger hunt. I like collectathons, but like there's like bad collectathons, like an Ubisoft flag collectathon things. Usually when it's not the core focus of the game, it's bad. So yeah, I felt that's kind of been shitty. The grinding, I haven't had a grind yet, but I did do almost every side quest before this point. Of course, I get something better now. A lot of money requirements, a lot of grinding requirements if you want to get more skills. I think they give you way too few abilities for how long you spend in it. It's a pretty bloated campaign. Like, yeah, you can unlock more, you know, essay capacity or, you know, more, you know, special moves and all that. But, like, I usually pick those almost immediately, and I still only have, like, 5 I can do. 1 aerial. So that's not really good for learning. I can't even do an essay 3 yet, so it's like, I think that could be a little better. I think they could have incorporated the characters in a bit better and more fun way, right? Instead of just, hey, we're here. Not that. And then we're on our stage and we show up for 2 seconds. It's fine as a side mode. That kind of stuff makes sense. It's cheaper. It pads out the runtime, makes it feel larger and all that. But yeah, in terms of its own 20-hour experience, like, I would not pay like $70 or $60, $70 for this on its own. No fucking way. That it is a part of everything else. That you can use your avatars, that they're super customizable. You can fight other avatars. That it's something you just do on the side. Totally fine, totally good. And I think that's an interesting difference to talk about. Oh, also that they let you make monstrosities and shit is really cool. Let you have fun with the character creator. And you can download more a lot of them. Beat Strider, yeah. Well, I guess he's got pretty big feet. I was gonna say lack of feet, but no, he's got lack of leg. But yeah, I mean, on its own, it's, yeah, not a terribly interesting campaign thing, but in context, it's good, right? Because of how fully featured Street Fighter 6 is. You know, it comes with a plethora of arcade games. It comes with avatars, super customizable avatars with avatar battling and RPG systems and full story arcades for every character, and really good battle hub, really good online, a lot of great learning tools where they teach you how to do every character, even up to advanced stuff. It's just really the whole package. It's a great game. But if you were to separate this one mode out into just, you know, is it worth playing for itself? The answer would be no. But in the grand scheme of things, so it's interesting. That difference, right? It's like when you're like okay with side content being not as good as the main content, right? It's kind of like that. Anyway, let's try to finish this shit.
The 5th Sabal Martial Arts Tournament tournament is now underway. Please welcome our fighters. This tournament pays tribute to the almighty Savalkar.
Yep, I gotta wake up. I guess I won't be really. I doubt since I'm still feeling kind of sick, I highly doubt I'll be going to bed late. Big day for Nintendo. This will be a huge what is the rest of the year gonna look like thing.
Oh boy, even the fans are getting into that fighting spirit. Wow!
This traditional dance represents a prayer for the tournament's success.
The mouth animation looked odd there. I mean, yeah, Pokemon DLC. I don't know about a new Fire Emblem, like a new one. I could see a remaster. I mean, Engage just came out, but I guess they do have one like every year almost. Oh no, they don't. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they could announce one for a few years out, or as launch. Another Namco Bandai one. So what is the rumor right now? There's like a SNES remake coming out. I really hope it's not Fire Emblem 4 remade. I mean, I want them to remake that at some point. To apparently even out some of the problems in it, but I don't want that to be like the big thing. A new 2D Mario. I mean, it better not be another new Super Mario Bros. Game, okay? Like, holy fuck. That would be horrid. So many of those. And they're so, I mean, they're not like horrible, but they're so generic, man. They're the most like cash-in generic thing. I mean, the most cash-in thing is Mario All-Stars and stuff like that, of course, but Moodtown, the Giga Chat over here. Fucking Eternites, dude. I'm ready, dude. That picture you sold me, the photoshopped picture. Yeah, I'm in, dude. Not so big. There's probably a million leaks. Honestly, maybe the credible ones we could talk about are just the general chit chat about it, but I'm not any one particular thing. I'm not super hard in. It's not good, but I like it. Like so big, kind of fun, or just like the spirit behind it. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. I mean, they haven't even released the 2D, 3D Dragon Quest 3 yet. I don't see why they would like. I mean, yes, I could see them doing it, but I don't see why they would overdo it before releasing the other ones. Yeah. For releasing 3 is in Japan. Dragon Quest 3 is massive, so janky shit posting. Dungeon Munchies was janky shit posting, and that sucked. Hopefully, this is the good kind of janky shit posting. SMRPG would be cool. Mainly because, and I'd probably replay it. Why not? Mainly because I'd really like to see the Mario RPG just games and franchises in general live on. While I haven't played every single one of them, I haven't played the last few Mario RPG games. I've played all the Paper Mario games. They've definitely just like lost the style, the spark, the soul of what made them good in the first place. So seeing it come back in the form of like the first one, I think would be cool. I hope that would like spark people to be more interested in Mario RPGs. It'd be cool if they ported out like Thousand Year Door and Paper Mario. And I highly doubt Mario and Luigi would come back because that studio is totally gone. But it'd be cool to see them come back with SMRPG and then do something with it. I don't know though. I mean, are people that pumped for SM? I mean, people know SMRPG, but like, is it that big of a? I mean, it's Mario, but is it like? Is it really that? Like, was that really the one you'd pick? Right? I'd be fine with it. I mean, of course, I'd prefer remakes of games that were actually fucked and then they fixed them, but like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, is it gonna be like an HD 2D? Because it was Square Enix who did it in the first place. So I don't know if they'd be working on it, or are they gonna go full remake? That could be interesting. Get like intelligent systems on it. It's not like it's that different from Paper Mario. Yeah, I feel like if they're doing Chrono Trigger, that game is like had all of the perfect talent at the time. Is extremely well regarded. It still holds up really well. Like, I really don't think it needs a fucking remake. If you're gonna do it, I would prefer an FF7 remake style, like reimagination. My thing is just like, I don't think so. I don't think they will because they have it's so easy and they make so much money from HD 2D that I feel like they would rather probably keep pushing Final Fantasy reimaginings if they do more after 7 remake. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is like this sacred cow that had all of the perfect talent. Like I said at the time, right? You're getting the FF6 people, you're getting all these different groups came together to just happen to make this fucking god game, right? I mean, it's what's considered. I think it's pretty fucking good. But like, it's just, it's like RE4. It's like, do you really remake it? Like, really? Like, maybe just a remastered port, but it's like a full remake. I'm like, this kind of feels goofy. Like a reimagining would be cute, but I don't know. I'd rather them just not fuck with it. I wouldn't be that interested. Congratulations, you have been chosen. The mysterious waifu. Yeah, Sam, the Solus remix. I don't know. I wouldn't be super excited. I think if it was more than an HD 2D thing, I'd be a bit more excited. If they did like fully, turn it into like more of a 3D thing or like a more Paper Mario moving around type of thing. That'd be kind of cute, right? Like a Link's Awakening, like a little bit of a reimagining, but not like insane or a full reimagining. I'm like, just a HD 2D. I don't think I'd really care. I'm also kind of just like, don't care about ports and remasters as much. I want something with some kind of vision or creative something. Like with Live Alive, like they actually improved a lot of cool stuff, right? And changed a lot of things. There was like some ideas there, and I mean that never even came to the West. But it's like SMRPG. I'm like, it's SMRPG to us. We know SMRPG, right? We're aware. Like, is that really your average Joe? Would they care about a remaster of that? I feel like they would have to change the visual style to not feel as maybe retro or something. Maybe. I mean, it's Mario. I guess that's all you really need. I think that's another thing too, is the visual style at the time is really neat. I won't say unique. It is unique. Like it doesn't feel as like it feels almost more like a Donkey Kong Country. Some RPG. Am I talking at my ass? Yeah, instead of kind of like um, pixelated kind of feeling graphics, it's more like kind of 3D models chunked down, kind of like claymation almost. And I get that vibe, like kind of like that was how Donkey Kong Country was, and so it's like that's unique. Them putting in like goofy like Final Fantasy bosses, and obviously at the time that Mario even was like a Final Fantasy RPG thing was novel. I think Mario RPG is still pretty good. I don't think it's up there with like the best of them, but you would definitely lose that. I don't know. They would have to make it still have a distinct art style, even if it was a new one. It would have to still feel. It can't just be generic Mario, right? You can't just do New Super Mario Bros. But with Mario RPG mixed with it. It would just look kind of shitty. Yeah, they haven't shown DQ3 in a while. Yeah, there you go, dude. New Lotus Juice album shown off at the Nintendo Direct. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're going to see a lot of Pikmin. I don't know, like a SNES thing. My thing is when a leaker says something vague like that, you're just like, why not just leak it, right? Are you just making shit up? I mean, once you start instilling your own fake bullshit into stuff, then people don't trust you anymore. So I don't know how these leakers usually go. I don't tend to pay attention to them. But it's very easy to probably like get some things right and then make up some shit and then just say, hey, it's got to be trustworthy. So it's like even that's kind of whatever. A new 2D Mario though, I can't say I'm excited for that. I've never considered the 2D Mario platformers to be that godly in the first place. They're good. They're, I mean, massive landmark titles like the original Mario Bros, Mario World, and Yoshi's Island and stuff. But in the grand scheme of all platformers, I've never thought 2D Marios were like the best one. Between some of the controls, some of the focus on kind of like light exploration, just the flow of some of the levels and the floatiness. They're fun. They're good. I'd say like Yoshi's Island is, World and 3 are probably my favorites. I haven't played the Wii one. I haven't played the 3DS one, but it's like compared to like Donkey Kong Country and yeah, even Mega Man, like the newer Raymans and stuff. It's just like it just doesn't feel that good. So like I'm not super excited for that unless they I'm I want to say reimagine it, but reinvent it a little bit, tighten it up. I don't want new Super Mario Bros. Switch 2. I don't care. That new Alice Fantasy RPG of Buddhist rap and Esperanto. Yo, dude, that game looks sick, man. I hope it's good. It looks really cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for El Fantasio. Or at least I want to be. We'll see what happens, right? There's parts about it that like scream like they're trying to cash in on the Persona people a little too much, but there's still a lot of unique art and cool stuff going on there. Really. I'm excited for that one. I mean, that was one of the big standouts for me. Funny watching podcasts for people talking about this, and you won't see anybody talk about some of these games that were like, oh, that was my game of the show. Talking about like Star Wars or some fucking bullshit. Like, I don't think anybody said that was their game of the show, but it's interesting if you're just like super jacked into AAA, what you talk about more. Some of these like podcasts. Yeah, I'm excited to see them mix it up. I mean, let's be real. They don't do that much SMT these days. Not like they used to. And they always would spin off them pretty hard. So I don't mind that too much, but I'm also a huge SMT person. But I'm absolutely down for them to have like a new IP. We'll see if it just feels like time traveling Persona, but that'd be fine too. I mean, even if it ends up just being very Persona-esque or SMT-esque, that's fine. I like those, and it's just not the exact same formula. They want it to be the third pillar. Yo, that'd be sweet. SMT and Persona. Bros, it was a spin-off, bros. Where's Ripper, dude? I need Ripper to go off on that. Yeah. Well, it's good they're taking it serious. It's not just kind of like a little fucking bitch game or something. I mean, I think they said that about Soul Hackers too, didn't they? I could be wrong there. That didn't work out. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure every single time they release a game, they want it to be like that, but to me, I feel like if you're gonna say that, it means you're taking it a bit more serious, right? You don't expect like a little remaster to be a new pillar, right, of your franchise. So we'll see. Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, in the trailer, it was like time traveling and jumping around, like different tech, wasn't there? Or am I crazy? Was it mostly fantasy? I'm not sure. Either way, yeah, that seemed cool. Yeah, just seeing them do like non-contemporary or apocalyptic kind of stories, yeah, for sure. I agree. I mean, I guess they haven't done anything like that since like the Game Boy. I think they had some fantasy SMT games, but I don't think that really counts that much. I mean, I guess they did Radiant Historia, right? It's the only one I could think of in the last few decades. They only published it? Gotcha. You're probably right on that. Everybody's a publisher and developer these days. Who does what? You'll see people publish a game and then, yeah, everybody will think they made it. And, like, it happens all the time. Headlock. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Headlock did most of it. I might need to go to the bathroom in a minute. Let's see. Like I said, my stomach is still kind of fucked. I'm not like throwing up, but like it's very tight. I'm like I get like my back hurts. I'm like my stomach's like cramping up enough. I can't eat a whole lot. Mario Flashback. What is that? Like a fan game? Never. No fan game. Nintendo will never give somebody a fan, like a Sonic Mania, if that's what that is. Never gonna happen. They are so tight about their IP and extremely fucking like they control everything. They're bad about even media online. Never. Don't see it. Not in a million years. That would be awesome, but no. The only time I could even think of that happening was Sonic Mania. And that wasn't even like, was it even a fan game at the start, or were they fan game creators at first? I mean, companies have like picked up modders and fan game people and then had them make games, but I don't see it. Yeah, but Cadence of Hyrule is a licensed thing from a developer that already made something in the formula. Like they do Hyrule Warriors and all that, sure. But those aren't fan games. I don't see them saying, hey, oh, that's a nice mod after we took down all of the other mods for every game like AM2R and we'll make this one real. I just don't see it. Unless they have a huge paradigm shift. You don't take down AM2R and then pick up a Mario one. I don't think so. Could they copy a lot from it? Might they hire the people from it to do something similar? Maybe, but I just don't see it. Personally, I don't see it at all. Not the way Nintendo is. Not the way most devs are. I don't see it. There's very little precedent for that. There's precedent for people making mods and turning those into full games like the Forgotten City, but those are indie things and new IPs. Yeah, I could see that, Sam. I could see that. I could see them doing it. I mean, that'd be cool. I don't know anything about Mario Flashback. Apparently, I need to play it. But I just hope if it is, yeah, a new 2D Mario's coming, I really hope it's not another new Super Mario Bros. Game. It wouldn't actually. Mario teaches typing too. Skip around here. It definitely seems high effort. Seems to borrow a lot from new Super Mario Bros. And shit. Looks fun. Like a whole game or just like a level or two? It's got that fan game music, man. Where they start throwing like beats on the back and shit. The underground thing. And there's like a fucking, like I'm waiting for like a rap to start. Mixed pixels. Yeah, it looks pretty clean though. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame them. Nintendo has a habit of absolutely fucking destroying people. I could see a person like this getting hired. With one of the biggest IPs in the world, Mario, I don't see them just being like, wow, let's give this to some, like, what is he? He's not Japanese. some random guy. Is he Japanese? I don't know. Just some dude, right? Like, let's give him the 2D Mario. I could see them hiring this person, working them in, their ideas in. I don't know what's like really unique here other than it just being really clean, which is fine. Yeah, there's some portal shit going on. Yeah, I'll save this. But no, I would love to be wrong, but I think there's no way in hell. I think what you're looking at is most likely a new actual 2D Mario game. Hopefully, I would lean more on it not being a new Super Mario Bros. Game unless it's going to be a console, a Switch 2 like side one. I would like to think at this time they've probably figured out that new Super Mario Bros. Has been fucking like ground into the dirt. I would like to think they would like try to do something kind of different or pull from like a different source like Yoshi's Island or something, but I doubt that. We'll see. I mean, it has been a while. It's new Super Mario Bros. U on the Switch Deluxe. They could do a new one. I hope not. Not without massively rethinking it. It was fun just to run through, but like that's how Mario games are for me, 2D ones. Like I like to just speed run through them. I don't like to spend much time on them. I like to try to have some kind of flow to them. Just kind of jumping around is usually not ultra interesting. More on the I like the Mario Maker level design more. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's exciting to think about. We'll see what they got tomorrow. 40 minutes. I'm sure Pikmin will be 5 to 10 minutes. I'm sure you're gonna get some indies for 10 to 20, but they gotta show something for the rest of this year. So we'll see. Oof, I might need to take a break. We'll let this cutscene go a bit. Oh, you guys can't hear it. It was just some guy going rah, rah, and then them just saying it's gonna be a fierce competition while the guy showed off the belt, and that was it. And crowd cheering. I had turned it down for the YouTube video because I don't know what's in those usually. Fucking Mariah Carey's gonna pop on in the middle of a fan game or something. And I get the DMCA. Most streamers don't give a fuck though. They'll watch just episodes of Kitchen Nightmares or something on the stream, but
All right.
I'd rather not give a fuck. I don't make hundreds of millions of dollars either. Don't have much room there. Jesus, man, the AI is really good about taking your DI and fucking throwing you out of it. Fucking hate the end of this story, man. Everybody's level 50, outstats the fuck out of me. Has those like AI reads like that. You just are not getting out of, dude. This motherfucker does is grab him. Epic. Yeah, this tournament's gonna be a pain because I'm not grinding to 50 plus. So I'm gonna just have to spam millions of items. It'll be really entertaining. That was worth the items. I hate the level grind at the end of this game. It's fucking horrible, man. I do not want to grind. It's already like a really fucking bloated campaign, man. It just gets really boring. And everybody being like level 50 on top of that, where you do like 2 damage to them. And they fucking input read the fuck out of your grabs. Of course it's a layer. go through every one of these. Which is fine. I'm not doing any more of the single player in the future anyways, if I ever came back. I need to stop DIing. He's got armor there, of course he does.
Can't be waiting.
God, we get another round. These are so long, man. Because they have so much health and defense, and you have so little attack. Like, that's 5 medals grab right there to 2,000 damage. If that. He did 4,000 off of a no metal fucking grab, right? Because he's doing Zangief helmets. I did 1,600, my bad. The level fucking differences are fucking insane, man. They really wanted to pad this out so they could be like, yeah, man, it's like a 20-30 hour campaign, bro. It loses its luster like halfway in pretty hard. It's great in the grand scheme of things. That it's even here on top of everything else is awesome, but and on its own, it's I would not play this just for this mode for sure. But this hopefully is the end. Keep fucking up my super inputs. And I feel like it's very consumable dependent if you don't grind. Unless you're just like really good, I mean. You just don't do a lot of damage. The last tournament was like 5 fights in a row. I don't know if I get any XP from these, like actual XP. I don't care about style ranks, man. Like it's meaningless to a certain extent. You don't really get like a lot of stats from it. You get like new abilities. You have to go talk to people to even get them. It's cool for customizing your avatar. It's really grindy. I mean, I've been using the cami style almost the entire game. And I'm 18 out of maybe 20. It's crazy. Yeah, that fight, I don't think I got any XP. I'm at 169. I think they like just want you to fight randos or something. I don't know. Either way, it's just kind of like, it's padded out. Trying to do that like parry the shortcut or the dash shortcut Where you don't have to actually parry. It saves you like a bunch of meter. Or drive meter. I haven't really practiced it. They just roll out of it. I don't even know if you could do that actually. That's just something NPCs do. I'm gonna be cheesy, man. I can beat you with cheese. Their AI is not terribly advanced if they're just zoning. Fucking up just the initial hit. As soon as I get going, I got the rhythm fine, but the variable time it takes to get to that first hit, I fuck up sometimes. Doing fucking DP motions too. I need to just do the full quarter circle, man. So I'm trying to kind of like quick do it, because then I end up getting like a fucking DP on accident. I don't know all the shortcuts. I don't even know if like you could do the shortcuts with every fucking controller. I was reading that there's like DP shortcuts, but I don't know, it was like a hitbox thing. Or I tried doing some of them, but I think I might have just been doing them wrong. But like I said, I'm not going to be sticking with it long enough to learn all that. Maybe I'll replay again. I'd like to, but Final Fantasy comes out like a day. Time. There's all the leaks already out, so watch yourselves on the story. It's definitely out and about.
How are you?
Jesus. This motherfucker doing like 2,000 one fucking part of his chain on the punish counter, dude. Oh, he's 52, of course, right? Just keep fucking raising the level on him, even though I get no XP for fucking beating these guys. I don't know any like big combos. Just do a safe super and win. Like sometimes you can just catch the NPCs out with like just like a raw super. I should probably like cancel into it for safety. Sam's dead. Nintendo got him. For not having faith in the Mario RPG.